Welcome to the Daily News Network and Legacy of Leaders with Jack Sears. When we get together, we visit with interesting, dynamic, and innovative leaders of business and industry and nonprofit, and we explore their leadership and the legacy that they're leaving in our community in their efforts. And today, we have a patriot, one who served our country, as well as who's starting their own business. Please welcome to the show, Nicholas Gurley with C Stories Studios. Creative, right? C Stories Creative Studios.
Yes, thanks, Jack. It's a real pleasure. Please call me Nick.
Yeah, all right, Nick. So tell us, Nick, a little bit about yourself and how you've gotten to where you are in this new company that you've started.
Sure. So I'm a local game developer. I'm a co-founder of C Stories Creative Studios. We are bringing to market an exciting new franchise that we want to bring to tabletop and video games.
Okay.
I'm also super excited to link together the local game developer network and also attract new game developer talent to Jacksonville, Florida. So my story is not like other game developers in that I did have an entire first career in the U.S. Navy.
Oh, wow.
So I actually finished up my last tour as the commanding officer on board one of our local Navy destroyers. I had a crew of 350 people and a budget of around $11 million annually. So during my Navy career, I actually had the opportunity to fund or act as a publishing producer for all of the AR and VR simulators that we use in the U.S. Navy to train our sailors. That experience, combined with my personal lifelong love of games, is why I decided to go into this industry with both feet.
Oh. Well, first, thank you for your service. Wow, that is quite a lot of responsibility, commanding one of our ships, and so thank you so much. So what inspired you to get into the gaming business in a post-military career, and on top of that, why Jacksonville? I mean, it's a Navy town, but, gaming? Really?
Yeah. So first of all, the gaming industry is humongous. A lot of people don't realize that last year alone, it raked in about $184 billion. That's more than movies and music combined.
Wow.
So a lot of people also think that video game players are generally, focused on personal computers or video game consoles like Xboxes or PlayStations. But in reality, about half of that, so $90 billion, was on mobile games, so on your mobile phone. It's an exciting time to be a part of the industry, and I believe that independent game studios are going to become more common in the future. And Jacksonville, Florida is the ideal place for independent game studios to be founded.
Okay.
So there's a couple of reasons, and this is kind of a long list.
That's okay. No, good. Please share. No, we want techniques, and we want to talk about that.
Sure,
yeah.
sure. So first of all, the state of Florida is very friendly to small business.
All right.
Second of all, it's the location. Jacksonville, Florida is right on the I-95 corridor, which links all the Southeast regional game development studios from Raleigh, North Carolina, all the way down to Orlando, Florida, and of course the South Florida metropolitan area. It's also centrally located for the high-tech areas, which includes those same places, as well as Atlanta, Georgia. The cost of living here in Jacksonville is much more affordable than the normal places that game developers are headquartered. Things like places like Seattle, Washington, many cities in California, Dallas or Austin, Texas, and New York City. Our weather is also much better than all of those places combined.
Agreed.
And so locally, we actually have a lot of game development here as well. Jacksonville University, for example, has a Bachelor of Science game design degree that they're offering, and in conjunction with their STEAM Institute, teaches students the artistic creativity and technical expertise required to succeed in the industry. University of North Florida has artistic and computer science degrees, which is basically where games happen at that intersection. And then regionally, we are close to places like my alma mater, University of Florida, which also has a Bachelor of Arts in game design, as well as artistic and computer science programs. And so basically, Jacksonville, Florida is really poised to be the next place for independent game developers, especially in the Southeast region of the United States.
I can sense the passion and the drive and the interest that you have, and that's got to be driving your business model as well.
It is, and I would love to talk more about it, but like most small game studios, we are bound by non-disclosure agreements until we get closer.
I got it. That's no problem. So in the time that we have left, right, if we wanted to connect with you, if we wanted to learn more about your company and what you're doing, how would our audience do so?
So the easiest way to connect with me is actually on LinkedIn. I'm on there as Nicholas Gurley. C Stories Creative Studios also has a website, cstoriescreative.com. And I'm also very interested in linking up with more local game developers as a part of working with the International Game Developers Association to start a local chapter here in Jacksonville.
Well, I hope people do reach out, and I hope they connect with you. And once again, thank you. Here at the Daily News Network, we applaud, salute, and we stand with veterans who have served our country. And
Thank
we
you.
appreciate that.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, that's it, folks. That's the time we have today for this episode of Legacy of Leaders. And boy, did we have quite a leader joining us today. If you'd like to learn more about what Nick is doing with his company and in this community, as well as to explore other things that are happening right here in our area, be sure to visit us at thedailynewsnetwork.com. Until we get together next time, I'm Jack Sears, your host, wishing you a great day, much happiness, good health, and be sure to treat each other the way you'd like to be treated.